toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Navy's offense comes onto the field first today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Reading the option, it's Woodson. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Goes to the option. The give to the back. Just ran him over. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Snags it. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Flips it out on the screen. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough space. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And Navy will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the and now this offense will take the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third. He's got it. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McGuire. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the
working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. To the air, it's Woodson. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 25. Turning it on. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And there was no in his tracks in the backfield. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bears the pressure. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Under fire. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He tried to get out of trouble, but and here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The field goal is no good. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. They pick it off, and his defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense of understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. They'll give it to the back. running into the open space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Unloads to the right. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Let's go! Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to barge their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another good touchdown drive.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a... It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm. This
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd. There he goes! He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That is no good. Guys, after this dominating... So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.